Good morning, friends. This morning thought is always go with a passion. Never ask yourself if it is realistic or not. Always go with your passion. Never ask yourself whether it is realistic or not. Often attributed to one of the quotes given by Deepak Chopra. It means prioritize personal fulfillment over logical constraints. Many of us, are in dilemma. The dilemma is that whether we should go with our passion or we should be bounded by the logical constraints of the present scenario. But I would certainly believe that it is better to focus on what we love to do. See, the children often nowadays are in dilemma in opting after class 10 whether they should go for PCM stream or PCB stream or any other stream. But what I really suggest that if a child is interested in art, craft, if the child is interested in music, if the child is interested in sports, if it is his or her passion, why are you compelling him to go for medical and engineering if he's not having any passion for that branch? This is the biggest problem that the parents impose their own aspirations on the children, and they emphasize that you should go for engineering and medical. Only their medical engineering are not the options in the world. There are innumerable, career options available to the youth. At plus two level, if you have a passion for interior decoration, if you have passion for environmental science, if you have passion for research and development, you can simply do BSc and MSc in physics, applied physics, and you can become a scientist. What is the need of going for, PCB with a medical test way if you are not interested to become a doctor? If you are interested to go for research, innovations, and exploration of the universe, you need to have BSc degree, you need to have MSc degree, you should go for applied physics, applied chemistry. If you really want to become a very successful, entrepreneur of chemical, brand of chemical corporate sector, you need to be at least MSc in chemistry. Nowadays, it's very ironical that the children often, want to fulfill the aspirations of their parents. But the question is, okay, it is good. Every child must take into consideration the aspirations of their parents. There's no doubt about it. But what matters for that, if a child has no passion for going for engineering and medical, why are you imposing that child? Will the child do better? No, never. He or she will never do better in that perspective. So I believe that it is better to focus on what you love to do. If you love to do something in the field of environment, after plus to go for environmental engineering, after plus to go for ecosystem, or go for meteorological engineering. If you are interested in exploring fuel and energy, go for petroleum engineering. There are innumerable scopes. You can become mass communicator, you can become a news reporter, you can go for mass media training, you can go for management training, you can have your own entrepreneurship by doing something in in the factory management, in the manufacturing management. There's nothing wrong in starting your own factory. Why are you depending that yes, I will simply be employed by somebody? Yeah, there are certain branches which are highly aspirational, like UPSC and other state, gazetted officers job. There's no doubt about it. For that also, you need to do graduation. Now the 90% of the students at plus two level, they say completely no to graduation. They don't want to go for BSc in physics with applied physics, or they don't want to go for nuclear physics in MSc. Why actually? What is the reason? If they have passion to become a scientist, if they have passion to become an astronaut, if they have passion to become a corporate entrepreneur, what is the need of going for PCB and PCM? Or even if you do PCM and PCB, you do MSc, you do master of that, and you go for that specialization. The prioritization of personal fulfillment over logical constraint is the requirement. Don't go by the logical constraint that, yeah, if I'll become a doctor, I'll get a prestige. If I become an engineer, I will earn a lot of money. And if you have no passion for learning engineering, then will you be able to complete or fulfill your desire? Never. So I believe that it is advisable to focus on what you love to do, believing that passion provides the divine, or it derives to overcome obstacles and turn dreams into reality, rather than being restricted by conventional definition of reasonable or achievable. What is reasonable? Everything is achievable. What you feel that is not achievable is just an illusion. You believe that something which is reasonable or achievable. Everything in the world is achievable if you have passion to go for that. So the key themes of this meaning is that you must prioritize your passion over logic. Act on what lights your soul, not just on what seems safe or rational. There are many people, many parents, they went and criticized their neighbor children. Oh, he is going for art and craft, he's going for interior decoration, he's going for archaeology, or he is going for archaeological department, he is going to become a surveyor, he is going to become an environmentalist engineer, he is not computer science engineer or AI. My goodness, in the world only AI and computer science and computer engineering is not the only branch. Are the children who are working as environmentalists or environmental engineers, are they not getting salary? Are they not happy? They want to do something, they want to contribute their knowledge and skill, their research in the field of ecological balance, which is the need of the hour. So they will prioritize their passion over their logic. They will act on what really lights their soul, not on what seems to be logical, rational. Ignore doubts. That is the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge the youth are now facing is that they are under the pressure of the doubts and confusion. They are not able to ignore the internal or external critics. See, there are people who are only the critics. If you do something good, they will criticize. Well, he should have done that. If you become an IS officer, then also they will say, that many of them have become IS officer. What is great in that? If you become a very good scientist, then also they will criticize. Then if you would have become a computer science graduate or computer, then he would have earned a lot of money. See, earning money is everywhere. It satisfies your goal, it satisfies your soul. You are more than earning money. So that act upon lights that soul, your act upon the work that lights your soul. Ignore doubts. The phrase advises ignoring the internal or external critics that urge you to be realistic. There are people, they go on giving and lecturing the students that be realistic. What is the meaning of be realistic? Is there anything realistic in the world? Everything is a kind of fantasy. If you are having a dream and if you don't achieve, it is simply a fantasy, encouraging you to embrace the impossible. Yes, why not? There is nothing impossible. If you think something is impossible, you can make it possible. Fuel of achievement. The fuel of achievement is your passion. Remember, every child must be passionate about what he or she loves to do, and I am sure that passion will carry him or her to the real goal. Passion is viewed as the initial step and a fuel for achievement, increasing willpower. See, a strong willpower, determination, dedication, and devotion to your passion certainly will lead you to the goal that you are willing or aspiring to achieve. Then, living authentically. It emphasizes living a life of intentional and authenticity over comforting to others. There are, children who wants to comfort their parents. Okay, it is good, but when you are comforting your parents, if you are not able to fulfill their aspirations, and if you are in between success and failure, what is the use of that? So you should make it clear to your parents that your career is according to your passion. If you are passionate in art and creativity, then it is also a profession. Art and creativity is also a profession. Later on, it goes for art and craft. If you are interested in entrepreneurship, you want to have your own factory industries. Now government gives loan, you can start your own factory. If you are having mastering of manufacturing chips in India, see, the chips that we manufacture in India is imported to other countries. So we can become an entrepreneur rather than becoming an employee. Career change, leaving a high paying but monotonous job to pursue a creative passion like painting, drawing, art, writing, becoming a reporter, a mass communicator, or any sort of hobby that leads you to your own business. That is good. Long term goal. We generally pursue short term goals. See, there are many students who have not been able to qualify NEET once, twice. They are hopeless. They are in despair. What is the need of being in despair? Why they should, get disappointed? There are innumerable branches of learning where they can do better if they have passion. If they don't qualify NEET and engineering, does it matter? It doesn't matter. They have a long chain of careers. Nowadays, this in the digital world, career is in every branch and job is in every branch. So you need not worry about completing and qualifying for NEET or engineering. Even if they don't qualify these, traditional jobs, doesn't matter. So they should they should leave the high paying but monotonous job to pursue a creative passion like painting, drawing, art, architecture, some hobbies, business, anything that they really love. Long term goal, pursuing a lifelong dream such as writing novels, writing books, traveling, learning new skills in making some manufacturing hobs rather than abandoning it and being too late for impractical things. Creative pursuit. Very few students think about choosing to decide, creative pursuit, like choosing to dedicate time to creative arts, music, innovation. See, the Indian Idol, the children who have been pursuing music, they're doing very well. They are world famous. Before they become a champion on the stage, they are already champion. They are having their own music videos released and they are earning crores of rupees singing on YouTube. And now there are various music platforms. So if a child is interested in music, let him be given training in music. Let him go for classical training. Let him go for some, mixed, like pop music or some, light music. So choosing to dedicate time to creative arts, music, innovation, despite limited and immediate financial return. You see, there is no immediate return, financial return in music. You need to see the children. Every year there are thousands of children who have their own platform. They have made their own YouTube and they are now earning thousands of rupees. They are not known to many people, but their music is known to everyone. So what I am saying, that there are synonymous words. Follow your dream, do what you love, chase your passion. Instead of chasing what the other people ask you to do, chase your passion, pursue your bliss, heart over head. See, head is important, but what your heart says, you must do. Forget about your head. This advice suggests that passion leads to a more fulfilling, and dedicated and ultimately successful life compared to the one managed by cautions or logic. So I would like to just see this, that when the children are in dilemma, they must go by their passion rather than imposed decisions of the parents and the teacher. And that is what I wanted to emphasize. Thank you. Good morning. This is Eddie Singh on the channel Easy English by Eddie Singh. Thanks a lot.